Alright, so this is just going to be a simple overview of the Tron Walker's deck that I came up with myself. A couple people have asked me to go over the deck and, just share some pointers about how to use Nissa with Tron, and that's why I made this video. Later on today, I'll make a video with more in detail about the interactions that happens between the cards. But for right now, I'm just going to share some images and show you guys what I'm working with. Right there, we got all the Tron lands, 4 of each, 4 interplanar beacons, and then 3 forest. The lands are kind of malleable. I'm trying to work out right now and see which one's better. We got Elixir of Mortality, Prisms, Metamorphose, Nissa, Star and Sphere, Doubling Seasons, which doubles the amount of loyalty counters on each planeswalker that enters the battlefield as well, so that's an extremely valuable effect. We got some Streak Rates just for cycling cards, even though they cost 2 life. Got Emrakul. 99% of the time we are not casting this Emrakul for its cost. We're actually using planeswalkers to cast it or get it into the battlefield that we can swing at our opponent, and that normally sets them back enough to where we can set something else up and win the game. Nissa, Steward of Elements, Liliana of the Veil, Jace, Architect of Thought, one of my favorite planeswalkers ever, Narset, Transcendent, Nahiri, the Harbinger, Tamio, Field Researcher, excellent planeswalker. I know it's kind of a weird one, but somehow she ends up working. And I normally play against some of the higher tier modern decks. Ralzark. Honestly, this is just a fun planeswalker to play because even if you do play Mini Ultimate and you flip 5 coins and you take an extra turn for everyone that comes up heads, there are times where you only get 1 extra turn and that 1 turn wins you the game. So it's a flip of coin planeswalker to decide if you win the game or not, but it's an absolutely fun one to play. We have Somewhat Detested. The main reason why I play this planeswalker is because of the -7 ability, because I can ultimate and go get me planeswalkers or creatures from my deck. With this though, if I'm using that ability, I am going to go get planeswalkers, not Emrakul, because that would only get Emrakul on the field, but it wouldn't be able to attack or anything, or give me an extra turn. And the 2 damage divided how I choose, but honestly, sometimes it does come in handy when your opponent has, some weird creatures out there that do a lot of damage but have extremely low defense. And Narset of the Ancient Way. While this planeswalker doesn't win the game with its ultimate ability, being able to deal 2 damage to any target, and the number of filter cards that are in this deck, if you use Elixir of Immortality, it's going to get all those filter cards back in. So you're going to have a lot of filter cards to go through. But they won't slow you down too much because you do have a lot of mana. Also, being able to gain a life and, add a blue, white, or red mana does come in handy. And then the main one that I use on this planeswalker most often, being able to draw a card, then discard a card, and deal damage to either a creature or planeswalker. Equal with, let's see, damage to a creature or planeswalker based on the card that you discarded mana cost. I'm discarding Emrakul, and it kills everything. And that's it. That's just a brief overview of the Tron Walker's deck that I play. But later today I'll make a video that is more in depth and explain why I got to where I'm at now with the deck.